For the safety of myself, I have disguised my voice and made an untraceable account so that I can provide you with this information. This is a video about the truth. I've been in the government for many years. I have finally decided that it's time to tell what the people need to hear. I've been on the inside, NSA, the FBI, you name it, I've been there. I really thought that the government was better, but I just cannot stand it anymore, and I have to let the people know the truth. You name it, the US government has a hand in it. They have a live alien, Area 51. They've had it for years, it's still alive to this day. They have alien technology. They're working closely with the Anunnaki and the Illuminati. The Anunnaki are lizard people that live among us. Many celebrities, many political heads of state. You've got President Bush, Obama, even the Queen of England are lizard people. They work closely in connection with the Illuminati to control the world. You may think that there are things going on in the world that seem unrelated, but in fact they are all intertwined. It all goes back. The US government has been planning this for years. It starts with 9/11. You have terrorists in our country who are able to get on planes and just take planes and fly them for hours to reach New York City and run them into iconic buildings and bring them down. These buildings which shouldn't have fallen down, but there were explosives placed inside to ensure that they went down. This was all in an effort to create mass hysteria and panic among the people so that the US government could pass what's called the Patriot Act, giving them far more power and control over the US people. They're able to do anything they want under the Patriot Act, claiming it's for national security. This means even coming into your home, listening to your phone calls, seeing what you look at on the internet. It's all in the name of national security. The NSA has massive servers. There are warehouses full of servers storing all of your data, all of your calls, everything about you. They've got it on file. You'll never be able to do something without them actually seeing it, knowing it, recording it, forever. Now we fast forward to present day. Starting in 2011, we had what's called the Arab Spring. The US government wants you to believe that this was just an Arab uprising against oppressive governments, but it was completely and utterly influenced by the US government. They sent in counter agents and spies and influenced these uprisings, providing them with weapons and means to which to have these uprisings. So you had the Egyptian Arab Spring. They overthrew their government, during which a lot of the military weaponry and vehicles were stolen, plundered, and taken to other countries where the radicalized Muslims that were able to take these weapons and arm themselves. Then they moved to Libya, where you had the Libyan uprising, where we were arming people who were previously members of Al-Qaeda, helping them to fight against a regime which is no better than the rebels themselves. And now that we have armed these people, they have slowly gone throughout each Arab country gathering forces and people along the way, going towards Iraq, another weak point in the Middle East, to where present day they are having a takeover of the country, having free reign of the streets and killing whoever they please. But not as all that it seems. These beheadings and executions that you are meant to believe are done by ISIS are just ploys by the US government to give us the ability to scare our people into allowing a war, allowing us to go back to the Middle East. If you look closely at these beheading videos, there are no identifying markings. In fact, they possibly just in a desert outside California or Arizona. The US government wants you to believe that these are committed by ISIS, but these are just American citizens being killed to further the government's agenda. They want to be able to go into the Middle East and take over multiple countries in order to get oil rights and get their hands on further assets over there. They've had this in place for years. Now you think it stops there? No, it doesn't. This is just the beginning, my friends. Now you have pestilence, Ebola. They want you to believe that this is a common occurrence. No, this is planted. We've had this strain of disease under our control for many years, and they have decided to release it into Africa. Now you think that they wouldn't be able to stop it from coming to the US, but if you watch the news at all, you've seen they allow people to fly in from those countries and infect our people. And now we have people in the US who have Ebola too, and these people also are allowed to move around the normal, infecting others further. The US government, if they wanted to, could stop this, but they have chosen not to because it is part of the master plan. They want to create a complete police state where they have absolute control. This goes back to tightening gun controls, making it harder for American citizens to arm themselves, make it so they can't have more military-style weaponry so they couldn't defend themselves. They're just trying to make it easier for themselves so that when they do decide to take over, it'll be quick, swift, and we'll be able to do nothing about it. I'm telling you, my friends, the end is near. This is the final game plan for the US government. They have been planning this for many years, and you will see when we have been weakened by these diseases and by our fear, the US government will strike swiftly, and we will not be able to do anything about it. Pass this video on. I want people to hear the truth. Perhaps, just maybe, we will be able to avoid the end. I have made this choice to bring you this information, even though it will put my life in jeopardy and I will have to live my life on the run. I know that someone will receive this, and that someone will do what is necessary to save the country from itself.